I'm not your gossip girl, I'm the headline. Truth with a curve, baby, redefine. Welcome to the thirst trap. All the truth looks good in a tight wrap. We talk love, power, soul, and sin. Turn the world on, let the light in. Yeah, the thirst trap news. You'll drink it up, it's the real you. They betray first world news, where every headline's a revelation.
Hi, welcome back. I love how many of you are already here waiting for me. This is wonderful. Oh man, I had a good day. How was your day? Please tell me in the chat. I got to go visit the guys on Rumble. Their show is Break the Machine. The big red one guy and Daywalker. Oh shoot, I can't remember his entire his Patriot Daywalker. I want to say, I'm not sure. I can't remember his entire username, but that I love being on their show. It's such a kick-ass time. It's very chill, and you just like go with the flow, you know. Okay, let's see who's here with me on this lovely Monday night. Riffman, Wild Bill, Chef Max, welcome, Wild Bill. I haven't seen you before. Alfonso, Joaquin, Big R, hey, The Gunny, Steven, Jason, J8, Barry, Keith, Jesse, Adam, LD Fat Boy in the house, boop boop. That's a great username. Phil Johnson, welcome. Let's see, Mark, Jeff, and Daniel. Daniel just popped in the chat. Oh, how y'all feeling about everything going on? Who wants to just go ahead and who wants to take the stage and do a word vomit in the chat? It's been an interesting few days. Lord Almighty. Give me 1 second while they check something. We are going live on Facebook also. And they're going to have a bit of a delay because we just realized that we needed to push another button. So they'll be behind probably about 4 minutes? Huh? It'll be the same? Okay. So welcome tonight are my Facebook friends and followers. They've not sat for a show, not live anyway. Yo, look what I did. Bad girl. Let's see. Alejandro's here. Pat's here. Pino Borelli. Stratachitin. That was my best attempt. Seen it all before is here too. Ooh. How fun. Riffman says, hey there, darling. Hi. Yeah, it's been quite the interesting few days, hasn't it? Anybody want to take the stage and air their grievances about this week? Yes, a work in progress when it came to Facebook. I really don't give Facebook that much of attention, and it's been growing under my nose. And so we decided to loop them in on the live chat, and it was just kind of on the fly. So yeah, that's what happens here at Thirst Trap News. We just do things on the fly, and y'all get to watch the real life kinks of production because you know it's real. Seeing it all before says you are the highlight. Well, thank you. It looks beautiful on Facebook. I love it. It's the widescreen on Facebook. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, Trump and Marjorie. Oh boy. This was my up and down journey with Trump and Marjorie. First, I'm like, oh, they're just spatting again. Then he released that like scathing X message about her, and I was like, ouch. Just ripped her 2 new assholes, like double time. And I was kind of on her side at first. And then I heard her say, that she had a construction company in Georgia where I'm from, and she doesn't think we should be rounding up the illegals just like that and just shipping them off. We should have a different process. And I was like, what the fuck? Marjorie, you're supposed to be America first, Marjorie. What do you mean? Because you're tired, you don't want to let go of your cheap labor, Marjorie? That's not very America first, is it, Marjorie? So I was not too happy. I did a joke reel about it, She's taking a tour on all the liberal news. I've been watching it. I'm horrified. You don't do what are you doing? She's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I took part in, calling names. What are you doing? Sit down and shut up and go deal with Daddy Trump behind closed doors. You're taking an apology tour for her. I'm so disappointed. Well, hi, SEAL Team 6. Welcome. You just got me in a good rant. And we're welcoming my Facebook to this first live. And we just did that on the fly, and it was a little kinky at first, but we're good to go. Although I don't know if there's a chat there. That this level of multitasking would get to me. I would need another person to sit and handle the chat on Facebook. I am getting to the point where I might need some moderators because on the busy days, it gets deep in here, But it's Monday night. I'm happy with 10 on a Monday night, at least here on Instagram. But yeah. So, barring no grammatical errors, this is what I have on the menu for you tonight. For us vampires, it's day. I get confused. First up, America First. More Charlie Kirk conspiracies. Punishing your Islamic wife. Swarming attacks. AIPAC. Epstein was the puppet master. Was Trump the whistleblower? Newsom is a dick. Stacey Plaskett is a bitch-faced fuck-ass bitch. Oh. More 90s dating videos. Video 1 through 3. And some petty shit. Yeah, y'all know I gotta throw some petty shit in there. If you are new here tonight, just drop a little wave or a little heart in the chat.
Captions on Facebook Live and bitch ass fucks faces.
Production's laughing because captions come on generated on Facebook, and they just had the captions for bitch faced fuck ass bitch on there, and that just made them laugh. So AI translators do not discriminate. Yeah. Also had a girl today message me, mad as hell. I don't know who she was. But she was like, why are you liking my man's photos and following him? And I was like, I don't know who your man is. Shit, if your man is sending me hearts or shit or flowers or whatever, I was gonna help her out. I'll DM me back. I don't know. But she blocked me before I even saw the message. The crazies are starting to come through. I just ignore that shit. Every now and then it makes me laugh. You know, cheers. Cheers to psychotic people. I'll save till we're halfway through to tell you the craziest one before the 90s dating vids. After Plaskett is a bitch fuck ass bitch. I will share with you my craziest DM thus far. Oh, stick around, folks. It's coming through. All right. First video, America first.
My post last night, woke up this morning to some real bootlicking cuck-like cognitive dissonance. You see, the Uniparty now controls MAGA, which was lost on a few people from my post. No, Trump's not taking your guns and putting you on a FEMA bus. I feel like I shouldn't have to explain that.
Right.
Okay, what he's doing, first off, he sold out our country to Israel, just like everyone before.
He said it.
Not releasing the Epstein files, in fact, doing all that he can to prevent the release of the Epstein files, had a literal terrorist in the White House with a...
Okay, so fair point I heard today from the victims' attorneys who did a press conference. This is the only thing that has made sense to me now, finally. But that's because as a forensic psychologist, I understand some certain things with law and victims' rights. The attorney was like, a lot of these victims don't want all this to come out because a lot of the people who hurt them are so powerful that they're just going to sue them for slander, and it's going to destroy these women's lives financially, and that's going to really damage their lives. And I was like, okay, that I could see. So what they're doing, I know right now, has to be very skilled and tactful and tactical with releasing this. So Marjorie Taylor Greene, although wanting to appease us because we're demanding it, she has a little bit more protection if she just stands on the House floor and reads all of the, what she said she was going to read. I don't remember. She said she was going to read the victims or just the emails in general, or the perps. But if she does that, she has a level of protection. But then as soon as that stage is over, those people accused can go wham right after those victims full force. And she kind of laid it out really well. So I'm not going to even attempt to try to summarize it any further. I would just encourage you to go look at that, because it was enlightening for me.
The big smile on his face said that we need 600,000 Chinese spy students, 50-year mortgages, 15-year car loans, because, the banks need more cash. And I think he thinks we don't actually need to own anything. I know a few businesses that needed to shut down because of the tariffs. Argentina beef. We're going into Venezuela. This is the guy that I voted.
So I know. So he was just about to say something I was about to say. So that did bother me. I get it on one end, on a financial end. If you're thinking as a businessman, then I know, they don't pay back their bills. So it's on one end an investment, blah, 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 blah. But on the other end, we elected you to undo all the Biden policies that are causing us to be broke. And you're just busy helping everybody else right now. And it's hello, we are broke still and we need help. Why aren't you doing that for the American ranchers and beef suppliers? Come on and go after the packers that are driving the prices up. It's just come on, dude. This guy is very passionate about how he feels.
Who said no new wars? More money for Ukraine? We bomb Iran? He's single-handedly creating the surveillance AI state. And people are out there going, more dead.
He's really mad. My gosh. Woo. This is somebody that feels very betrayed already. I still have patience. Like, I understand that being the president of the most powerful country in the world is not easy. I just want to see him start focusing. It's been 6 months and I want to see him start focusing on no more beefing with Marjorie Taylor Greene. Let's focus on our beef ranchers and suppliers. That's how I feel about it. I'm not knocking the guy for how strongly he feels because he's allowed to use his voice just like I am and all of you are. So, this is a man who just is expecting more for what he voted for. And on one hand, I can understand.
Daddy, govern me harder, Daddy. If that's you, you sold out to the man. So yeah, when Dad...
Well, he has a point. You shouldn't be blindly loyal to anyone. They're not gods. So you should always be able to criticize where you think they could do better, because that's being rooted in reality. Idolizing anyone is never the way to go. And that's cult behavior. So he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Daddy says, give me your guns, get on the bus. Right now, you're proving to all of us that you're showing a pattern that you blindly follow the Uniparty. So shame on you.
Because the Uniparty has infiltrated MAGA. It started in they did it in my campaign. They cloned my campaign. I was the only true MAGA candidate. I was taking on an incumbent. And they cloned my campaign with a friggin' establishment paid loser to draw votes away from me to guarantee the incumbent won. Right at the last end of it. And I had been campaigning for 2 years. So there is a uniparty that exists. They go behind the closed doors and they just decide who's going to be bad guy this week. And you guys saw it all play out with the government shutdown.
It's America first or nothing. More to come.
Yeah, I agree with him. America first or nothing. I'm sorry. It's just we have so many homeless veterans. We have 250,000 children or something that were lost from Biden just somewhere around our country. Terrified children. American children that are in foster care that need adoption. There's so much happening here. Yeah. And we're still funding other people's problems, their wars. And I don't like that. I made a reel on it earlier today. Let's see what's happening in the chat. Oh, good. I got some familiar faces back on. Saren. This guy says AIPAC controls America. Yeah. Here's Trump with a terrorist leader. Wants all. I mean, I'm starting to really pay attention a lot to this stuff right here. Stephen, man, welcome. Baltimore, welcome. Tony Watts, Texas, you back. Mike Burke, hey. All smiles over there all the time. Barry says it's like the old Army Grant song. It takes a little time to turn the Titanic around. People forget about all that's been done already. They were taught to look away for a really long time. You had to be really into socioeconomics, politics, and philosophy, a little bit of science to really be paying attention for a long time. There's so many pieces to this. Big red one guy. Wait, hey, how you doing? Let's see. Beautiful Luna. Aw, thank you, Kojak. All right. Traveling dog lover. Shout out to a dog lover always. Okay. Next video. Guess what I have for you? More Charlie Kirk conspiracies. Decide for yourself, folks. This is going to be interesting. says 2 million a year because we won't cancel Tucker. I'm thinking of inviting him. But see, they never show who it's from. Okay, so... And then Charlie Kirk says, Jewish donors play into all the stereotypes. I cannot and will not be bullied like this, leaving me no choice but to leave the pro-Israel cause. I've seen that everywhere. Please don't invite Candace. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know this reference. That might feel good short term, but it's not good long term in my opinion, like all groups. Yeah, okay. Familiar. What a wild picture to pick for that. Tyler Robbins' dad owned the construction company that paved over the next day. Is that verified?
I have to look that up.
Now, they do. That community is like super religious. And one thing I know about being a super religious community is they all hire each other. Everywhere. Everywhere they work, they hire their friends from the church. It's Utah. I grew up a Jehovah's Witness. It's a very, 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 very similar behavior as the Mormon community. And they don't trust the outside world, so they hire within. So I know I did some research on like the valves, and like there was a lot of people living there that worked doing like valve contracts for the government. And then the guy that like was running for gubernatorial race up there, his last name starts on an L, I think. His family owns a few of those houses in the neighborhood where they all work for that company. It was just like, what? How are all these connections possible? You know, sometimes you think, oh, am I looking too far into things? But then you're like, how do these many coincidences like line up? You know? So, all right, keep going. Pause. Texas said, he said, I thought his dad was a sheriff's deputy. No, that was a friend. That was false. Go ahead. Oh, yeah. Where's that guy been? Nobody knows where the boyfriend is. Just gone. The they, them person. Furry. Huh. Is that the guy from the photo with the guy who was running for governor with the other guy that looks like the guy in the stairwell? Oh, man. I wonder if that... Maybe if... What do you guys think? Let's just keep going. Interesting. Okay, and then this is the alleged gun. Yeah, that was verified, and then they got rid of that trapdoor. Interesting. What do y'all think? You think this kid is legit, or do you think he's off his rocker? You know, this is a hot... People either are convinced that Tyler Robinson's the guy, or they are totally in disbelief. It's never just in the middle. You know, Kylo Ren, hey there, welcome back. You want to pop over to Facebook and see what's going on over there? Make sure everything looks okay. I wish I could see the chat from there, from the computer, but you know. New York Guard 305, welcome to the chat. All right, check this crazy video out. Here's some more punishing your Islamic wife.
I think one of my favorite things that I've learned so far as I'm reading the Quran is
crazy
that
shit.
Technically, I'm a Muslim. I don't know why it makes me so happy. Like, technically, I'm a Muslim, lowercase m, because I believe in God, and I strive to be a good person.
Because you believe in God.
Like, how
That's your
freaking cool is
argument.
that? I can't wait to throw so many people for a loop.
No, that's what you really are doing. You're just feeling rebellious, and you're very privileged and white, and this is your way to stick it to your parents. Kind of exactly what my oldest is doing with pretending she thinks she wants to be a man. It's really sad. This white guilt virus that has taken hold of Gen Z. Yes, exactly. It's a cancer. Sad. I seen a convert in my neighborhood. I've been here 4 years. She did not look like that, all with a hijab on. I was like, my heart just sank, and I was just like, damn. Ooh. Hope she knows what she's doing. She better love the hell out of that nigga. All right.
Dude, life is so beautiful. We're all in this together. Much love.
That is terrible. Oh my God. NYPD did a tutorial. That was a while back, but it has resurfaced because of all of this. Look at this poor girl's face. Look at her face. Oh my God. She got the shit pounded out of her. Oh my God. It makes my stomach hurt. Ooh, you can hit play. That's enough. Let's get through that one. This is what is happening. It's for real. I saw it in my neighborhood. Like, it's right here. A girl, and it's just, this makes me so sad to see all of those young adults chanting Mondami's name in the city where 2 planes were thrown into, flew into 2 structures that were practically like one of the wonders. You know what I'm saying? The Twin Towers. I mean, the amount of carnage that day, and the Middle East getting blamed for that. And true or not, no matter what you believe about that day, like that's how we pay back New York. That's what we do. Oh, we encourage an Islamic takeover. Got it. I'm not in that reality. You better not come down here to the South. I have my American flag in my window, and I have my rebel flag in my window. I am born and raised in the Appalachia, and I damn tell you right now, you ain't bringing that around me or anybody I know. It ain't going down, folks. Yeah, because not only will I hit back, but I got a lot of huge Viking-sized men in both sides of my family behind me. And I also have, basically, my husband is like, if I push a button, it's just a lion coming at you. So, I hang with warriors. That's what happens. Makes me kind of cranky, though, all the time, real talk. I'll be like, where's the softness around here? Then I remember, I'm like, I have to do it. Damn it. And then you go down this whole thing. Mama ain't got nobody. That's why you gotta love your mamas. You don't understand what mamas do. They sacrifice a lot for everybody else's comfort. So y'all better love and hug on your mamas. I don't care how bad you think she is. That's your mama. And look, we all got a bad side. So gotta love on your mama if it helps your situation. And be honest with yourself if it will. You may have to be the one to go swallow a bigger pride pill. But it's mama. It'll be worth it. Anyway. That's my little 5-minute church rant. He said it's going to come to a head and the shit's going to hit the fan. A lot of people feel that way. Could you imagine a bunch of daddies finding out that's how their daughter's being treated, getting beat like that? Ooh. Kylo Ren said my mom passed away a few years ago. I'm sorry about that. But you can still talk to her and tell her how much you love her. She'll hear you. Sadly, Islam is a mad dog that can't be averted from absolute conquest. Liberals will submit to them. Interesting, Kojak. They believe in it because it's their religion to conquest, you know. They won't stop. You know. That's why you got to get right with God. You know what I'm saying? You just never know what position you'll be put in. I mean, I've seen so many like military type podcasts or CIA type podcasts or former retired this, that, and the other in the intel. Just anyone in that related field just basically saying like they're going to swarm attack us in the cities. So you never know who you may have to defend. And you better remember that you got to know who's American and who's not. Because it's treason, man. You're if you help the enemy, you know what I mean? You got to remember we are all American. We got to get over this bullshit. We got to get the illegals out of here and close the borders down at least for a little while and slowly open it back up so we can all develop a sense of belonging again as a community with each other, like tribe. You know what I mean? We don't have that anymore. We need that badly. And the only way that you could do that psychologically is to slow immigration down a fuck ton. You have to become a little xenophobic. We're taking the emotion out of the words. But look at Japan. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at Mexico. Yeah, it has its bad sides, but like, you need a sense of community again here. We do. Because they have done a good job. All the foreign countries that have been involved in our elections and all political affairs have done a good job stirring the pot and making sure we're all so confused and distracted and we don't know who's who. We can't trust nobody. You know what I mean? So we got to stop listening to the fucking noise. Remember to trust your instincts. If it goes against your natural rights, it's not from God. Period. That's why you got to stand down from this digital ID thing. Luna, what do you think about the something flag being the same colors as the Raiders of the Apocalypse? Islam is about the PS flag? What is that? Palestinian flag. Yeah. I don't really have an opinion on it. I don't really care. They have their colors for their reasons. I mean, it could be because of that. It could be because of their spiritual stories or whatever they feel tied to. I don't really know. I haven't looked into that. But when it comes down to colors, I see red, white, and blue, and I see stars. And I know how many there should be, and I know what's American, and I know that's all I care about. If shit hit the fan, that's the only thing I care about. If you don't have that on you, you aren't coming anywhere near me. Yeah, USA. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's simple math. This is nonpartisan, common sense shit. This is bipartisan. We need to stop with we've proven we are inclusive. We've already fucking done that. Look at us. Almost all of us look like me. They're brown shade of some sort. Whites are actually a minority. They're in the minority now. Like, look it up. It's statistically provable. They're in the 40%. It's not like everyone's gonna turn a shade of tan. We need to slow it all down. We need to just remember we're Americans and develop that bond again. Stop letting them get to our heads. Shit, we're paying them our money for this. Oh yeah, here you go. Here's a video on swarming attacks.
I think it's going to be a swarming attack, right? Multiple different attacks at one time across multiple cities. I think there will be suicide bombers just because some of the attackers went through suicide bomber training and they have these vests. And then we think there's these Fideian attackers who will carry on until they're killed.
You just rephrase that. So these guys are trained and they are going to fight until they're killed.
Yes, and that matters, right? So I was watching this video and it was a suicide bombing in Kabul years ago. The bomber blew up and then everyone starts moving in. The first responders move in, right? And then another guy walks in and blows up. We know know this is a tactic. But if Americans don't understand this is a tactic and don't understand these attackers are going to fight to the death, think about that.
I think they understand it. I think it needs to occur to them. Like, I think a lot of people just go about their merry business and they're just they have a little less experience in life, and it just hasn't occurred to them that this would be how they do it. It's occurred to me. A lot of my OGs know why. I mean, but it makes sense. How you gonna you can't just roll up on America's beaches. You gotta be way more strategical than that. You know what I mean? You can't just fly over. It ain't happening. I mean, don't get me started with the chemtrails and COVID. Psh, that shit's been proven already. I want to see people pay for what they did over COVID.
Battle's going on. The attacker surrenders. He might have the suicide vest. You know, we let our guard down. That man came to die, right? He's going to fight till he dies or you die. So we can't let our guards down, and they know our weakness. So we have to be very careful that we don't have more.
Our weakness is ignorance and division.
People die in these second and third order effects of not knowing their intent. We think it's going to be a swarming attack, right?
Oh, Texas. Yes, you're right. I know. She's on point. I know. That's why I saw like the first 3 seconds of this video last night, and I just sent it over to production, so I didn't get to see the end. But yeah, I've seen her before too. She knows her shit. What's her name? Just so I can give her a shout out. Sarah Adams. Yeah, that's right. Let me write that down. Sarah Adams. I think I know she was a former 3-letter. I don't know if it was FBI or CIA, but something like that. Okay. This has been happening more and more. People are starting to voice their grievances with Trump. And it's interesting to hear what they are. CIA, yes, thank you, Texas. And Kylo Ren. Appreciate you guys. She's cool, man. All right. Oh my God, I have a cat hair in my eye. Holy Lord. This is terrible. Okay. Listen to this video about AIPAC.
I'd like to ask about your father's relationship with Israel. He's taken over $230 million from pro-Israel groups. During the summer against Iran, even though he advised against it, Israel still attacked Iran, and the U.S. still bombed on behalf of Israel.
Mm-hmm.
Your father's frustrations with Netanyahu have been made clear when he cursed on national TV over the situation.
Right.
Israel has not been a great ally to the U.S. all the way since 1960 when they bombed the USS Liberty.
Not
Israel
a lie.
is a nation where Christians are constantly under attack in both Gaza and the West Bank. We talk about America first and defending Christians, but how can we do this if we align ourselves with a nation that does not do that itself?
Good question.
There's no question my father's had frustration. In fact, I think he's had frustration throughout the whole conflict with both sides. At the same time,
in response to the nukes from Iran, Israel has nuclear weapons and is not a part of the IAEA, unlike Iran. And it's just sad to see because I've never seen the American president get treated the way he does by the Israeli government. I'd like to ask about...
Wow. That kid is really observant. There's hope for our youth. He can see the sleight of tongue. It just doesn't make me feel good, you know. I got good instincts. All right. Fuck it. Epstein was the puppet master.
Of a congressional hearing, House Democrats were actually getting questions fed to them by Jeffrey Epstein. Not like some intermediary, not like Jeffrey Epstein's lawyer. No, they were directly texting with Jeffrey Epstein about questions they should ask of Michael Cohen to try to get Trump. Like, she was literally sitting there waiting to question Michael Cohen. And while she was waiting, she was fucking texting with Epstein about what she should ask.
Did y'all hear about this?
Who she should ask about, what questions she should ask. You want to?
From the bench about himself. The representative was asking questions that Jeffrey Epstein himself wanted her to ask of the witnesses about him. Yo, you can't make this shit up. That's what's in these fucking emails. It's like so crazy, it has to be true.
You want to talk about who's connected with Jeffrey Epstein? How about the one who was texting with him while she was in the congressional hearing? Like, you guys want to talk about that? Trump and Epstein were so close. Yeah, Epstein was messaging with this Democrat, telling her what questions to ask to try to get Trump. That's fucking nuts. Like, how do you have that level of friendship with Jeffrey Epstein that he's texting you in the middle of a...
Right. What were you doing, girl? Where were you at? Huh? Why is he in your speed dial? While you're talking about him and his shenanigans.
Congressional hearing, telling you what to say, telling you what to ask about. You want to know why the Epstein list hasn't been released? Because people like this won't let it happen. In the middle of a congressional hearing, House Democrats were actually getting questions fed to them by Jeffrey Epstein. Not like some intermediate.
Yeah. You can't make it up, folks. His own fucking... You really think I think he's a... I think he's a liar. I just think they've removed him from sight. That's what I think. All right. Stacy Plaskett is a bitch-faced fuck-ass bitch. I said it.
Plaskett. Pedophilia isn't a political game. Stacy Plaskett, the representative from the Virgin Islands who was caught from this email leak texting Epstein during congressional hearings. So I did some research into her. I was curious. How did she get into that position, right? So Stacy Plaskett came up in the same circles as Epstein. She was a Bush appointee to the Department of Justice.
Clearly, because she's texting
because she was a Republican. She was general counsel to the United Health Group. Immediate red flag. She was an assistant district attorney in the Bronx, and she was also counsel for the House Ethics Committee. So that was the 1990s.
Ethics Committee.
In 2007, she just picked up and moved to the Virgin Islands. Surprise, surprise, when she gets to the Virgin Islands, she becomes the general counsel for the Virgin Islands Economic Development Authority. And during her time there as general counsel, they handed Epstein about over $600 million in tax breaks. 2008, she switches from Republican to Democrat. So from 2008 through 2012, she continues to build influence. She runs the first time and loses. At which point, the First Lady of the Virgin Islands, the governor's wife, emails Epstein and tells him that we would have a friend in Stacy. The very next election cycle, Epstein donated max contributions personally, and he funneled money through his businesses into her campaign. So she won the seat in 2014 when she ran again. Fast forward to now, and the revelation that she was texting him during a congressional hearing. Stacy Plaskett is about as dirty as a politician as you can get. And with all of this publicly available, it blows my mind that she's still sitting as a representative. Even before the revelation that she was texting during this hearing, all of this evidence
Where do you think
points
she learned
to
it
the
from?
fact
She
was
got coached.
clearly compromised by Epstein.
Yes.
If you protect pedophiles, you're no better than they are.
Duh.
Stacy Plaskett needs to be removed from her seat.
Yeah, she does. Holy shit. Man, so much. This is why the Democrats didn't want these things to come out. Because if Trump was named in there for doing something against someone, it would have been come out 4 years ago. He may have some brushes with the law in it coming up. Who knows? But, maybe some plausible deniability things. But no, I don't think he ever harms anyone that way. I watched his granddaughter's YouTube. I stumbled upon it. She just wanted to go golfing with grandpa. And it was just a very, very non-produced camera tagging along, following them playing golf. And it was watching a grandpa with his granddaughter. And it was really sweet. And you could tell he was totally chill, like cool ass grandpa. So, you know, I know them, smelling them when they come around the corner, unfortunately. So I can spot him a mile away. He ain't one. But these Democrats did not want all their friends, man. It's going to be a domino effect. Crash. It's going to be wonderful. I don't really care who's caught up in it now. I just want it all to come tumbling down. London Bridge is falling down, folks. All right. Was Trump the whistleblower?
CNN just admitted something wild. It flips the whole Epstein narrative. In an email to Ghislaine Maxwell, Jeffrey Epstein says, "I want you to realize the dog that hasn't barked is Trump." He then states he has never once been mentioned, police chief, etc. I'm 75% there. Well, what does he mean by he's 75% there? He means that he's 75% sure that Trump was the whistleblower who called the cops on him back in 2005. Let that sink in. Epstein thought Trump got him exposed. Wait, you're probably thinking this is speculation, but
It makes
Epstein's
sense.
own biographer, Barry Levine, mentioned on CNN that he thought the same thing. Watch.
Well, I think Jeffrey Epstein is referring to the fact that he believes
Ooh, I got goosebumps.
that
I think
Donald
he's right.
Trump talked to Michael Ryder, who was the Palm Beach police chief in 2004, and began the first investigation into Jeffrey Epstein. I suspect that Jeffrey Epstein, in his conversation or email with Maxwell...
Now you know why Trump has the power to order an investigation into the Clintons. He's the first person to do it, right? He ordered an investigation on them. And somebody else, I didn't catch it. I was doing laundry. I was like, wow, he's really going to have an investigation done. But the bad thing for the attorney for the victims is that investigation will hold up their court proceedings, because now whatever evidence they find in that is now going to have to come first. Then they can have their court day. So, but this is all, I think, divine timing. It all will happen exactly how it's supposed to. The truth always comes out, folks. Always. Kojak said it's been verified Trump was an FBI informant. And then didn't Speaker Mike Johnson slip up and say it like live on TV? I was standing right there. I was like, what did he just say? And I rewinded it like 3 times. And I'm like, he just said Trump was an FBI informant. And then they tried to like brush it over, and they're like, no. It was just a slip of the tongue. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He was an informant then, but they were trying to say like, not for this, you know? Yeah. Yeah, man. He's friends with everybody. Don't you get it? That's how you take over the world. Come on, man. Hello, all you emotional people who get so mad when you see him getting along with Putin or Kim Jong-un or Xi Jinping. Good, thank you. Keep those egotistical narcissists chill. Thank you, good job. Swear the car salesman in him is handy, non-emotional, but I can be friends with everybody. Yeah. Oh, wow. You just keeping a Rolodex up in your head. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Trump may be just like the GOAT. I don't know, man. This has been a roller coaster. Sometimes, like, my heart is just, like, right there with him. But then other times my head is like, well, what about this? And I'm just like, I don't know. Kojak says, when this is all shook out, half of DC will fail. Watch it burn. It's fine. Who cares? When I was walking around DC, I felt the just dark energy all through it, all through the streets, everywhere. There's just a presence. The Sith lurk around the alleys. Texas says, I bet you're a blast to hang out with and have a beer. Ah, yes. As long as nothing pisses me off. The DNC will reconstitute under a new socialist party. I know. Boo. Tom Brackett, welcome. Brett Summers, welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, did we play all this? Okay, let's keep going.
Was saying he was 75% there, believing that Trump might have been the whistleblower.
Think about the timeline. Epstein uses Mar-a-Lago to recruit underage girls. Trump finds out and bans him for life. That's documented. Then suddenly, a Palm Beach Police Department anonymous tip and an entire investigation is launched. And that's why we're starting to see Epstein emailing himself during the reveal. He's saying Trump knew of it and came to my house many times during that period. He wrote in an email to himself. What he's trying to do is
he was emailing himself,
in case anything were to happen.
Which is so like, what, you're going to believe a guy who like lies and cons to run a human trafficking ring? Delusional.
If Trump really is the whistleblower, how much of what we've been told is actually wrong?
Yeah, probably a lot, because there's so many pieces, little things that just don't feel right. And sometimes you're like, whoa, what is the reason? What's going on? Newsom is a dick.
Did you see Gavin Newsom's new legislation that's pretty much going to force everyone in the Palisades to sell their home to the government? Yeah, they just instituted new rules that said if you're going to rebuild your home after it burnt down from the Palisades wildfire, and if the expenditure on rebuilding that home is more than 50% of the prior property value, which is, let's just be real, fucking everyone, that now you need to raise the entire property structure of the home 3 to 4 feet to meet new flood requirements. Yeah, because the problem in the Palisades is too much water. If you're unaware, raising your entire property structure 3 to 4 feet in the Palisades, you're talking tens of millions of dollars per home. Tens of millions of dollars per home. Oh, and not only will it cost
this
tens
is
of
the
millions of dollars,
craziest thing. They have to like pump from underneath the slab. I don't know if they use foam first or something, but isn't it like some crazy process with like they pump it first with...
They want to put it on stilts.
Oh, on wood?
$8 million for
Damn. Stilts?
Yes.
Jesus.
Like what we have on the beaches here.
Okay.
For each property, it's going to add years to the rebuild. Oh, and if you can't afford to do that, you can't rebuild. You're not allowed to rebuild your home unless you have a few extra tens of millions.
That's why when you walk around the Palisades, it's just still a ghost town. If you go to Patriot Wildman's page, he walks around. You can see him walking around the Palisades, showing you all the lots that have been burnt down with just empty, just waiting. They are not allowed to rebuild their homes. This is true.
To be able to raise the property structure. So what would be your alternatives? Well, you could sell it privately. By the way, they just instituted new rules that are delaying people trying to privately sell their homes in the Palisades. However, you could sell to the government and they will expedite your sale. So if you're in the Palisades and your home burnt down, and when you go to rebuild, if the costs are more than 50% of what the house was worth before, which again, I will say is fucking everyone, unless you're building a fucking shack where a mansion used to be, you either need to spend tens of millions of dollars and wait years more, or you can wait years to sell privately, or you can have an expedited sale to the government. Yeah, you guys are never getting your homes back. Did you?
Nope. It's like what they did in Georgia when they took all the land to make Lake Lanier. There's a whole church underneath there. Some places you can dive and touch the steeple. It's crazy. Diverted all that water right into a town. All right. Y'all know I love 90s dating videos. They're real VHS. They are real VHS videos of dating services. Nako says they told them just leave. They sure did over for Lake Lanier. And if you did leave, you drowned. Anthony said, well, good evening, Your Highness. I smoked a little bit. I'm just chilling. and I had a half a glass of wine. So maybe it's the wine you're noticing. Because I'm just chilling like a villain, Anthony. Don't judge me. It's just has been a day. All right, let's watch these cringe dating videos.
I think my best quality as a lover is coming second.
He's an actor. I've seen him before.
I'm Wayne. I am in sales. I was almost sure I was going to be in the FBI. You know, because of a couple of things in high school that became no longer a possibility for me. I've met a lot of women, and I've gone on a number of dates.
So Asian about it.
One woman told me that I was coming on strong, and another woman has also told me that.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Who had a younger brother who's in school, high school. He came into my place of work so I could fit him for a tuxedo for his prom. We were having a really good time. So when he asked me to buy him some beer, I did it,
autistic.
and ultimately told his sister what I did. So that one, I don't really see how I could have done better there. If you're not looking for kids, you're not looking for me. So salute and carry on. My mother was a big smoker, and frankly, the smell makes me think of her. So honestly, I prefer smokers.
Ooh,
my biggest hobby is actually writing. Most of those stories are about sort of strong, muscular men attacking beasts and saving women. And so that's the kind of stuff that I'm trying to write on my own. It's just something
wow, what a romantic
I guess it's pretty
is
silly
he?
sounding, but
yeah, it is.
But maybe,
but it's cute.
Maybe you're interested.
Oh,
I have to be honest, I don't really like being single. I'm alone with my thoughts and saying things like stand up straight. So where those thoughts come from is definitely a good question. But I think mostly it comes from my father, who I don't really know very well.
That's so intense. Poor baby. And back then, he probably didn't know he was autistic. Sweetheart. Poor little thing. He's like, please, someone love me. Oh, God. Oh, God. Here we go. She got the crazy eyes.
I would describe my dating history as checkered. I've been married twice, but I always say 2 marriages can happen to anybody. So my name is Joyce Carlisle. Oh, I hate being single. I hate it. I'm so lonely. A lot of these men that you get set up with are bald. And I don't like that. You should date me because I am the most fun
unless
you
it like
will
is a
ever
look
have with a legal secretary. I love to talk about horoscopes, even though I don't really know anything about them other than my own. Oh, I want my next relationship to be forever. And I really mean that because I cannot get divorced a third time. I will not get divorced a third time. I love
Maybe you
Mexican
should close your
food,
eyes a little
especially
bit.
Enchiladas. I love Jamaican men. They love their
Stop
mothers.
using
They're
box
always very
color
close with their
on
family.
your hair.
They are not afraid to get in the kitchen and make a warm, cozy meal, and they love to dance.
She seems
I think the
autistic
key
too.
to a good
These are
relationship is
autistic
picking somebody who
people.
likes you.
Yeah,
favorite way
see?
to unwind.
She is.
You
You
know,
saw
I
that?
love to draw a bath, buy some roses and pick off the petals, and I'll pretend
My
that
hair
a
is
man
very
has done
curly
that for
like
me.
that.
And I'll imagine
Makes
that
me
there's
mad
a man
and makes
in
me
there
cry.
who's just outside the door saying, Joyce, you better not get pruny. I'm waiting.
She said, you got to know if you're going to put in VHSs, damn. Good grief. Production just zoomed in and on her face. They can't see it. Ah, my Lord. You got to know if you are doing VHSs and sending them in, you are desperate at this point. Oh, she crimped her entire head. She was dedicated to that look. Whew. Cheers, sister. All right.
My best qualities are that I love to have a good time. If you are interested in fun, I know how to do it. I'm the first one to say yes to happy hour. I love amaretto sours. I can drink
I do
two
too.
at a time. Not at the same time, but I can drink 2. Sometimes I call people
Yeah.
late at night. Sometimes they'll talk to me and sometimes they won't. I know how to
She's
roller
autistic
skate.
too.
I'm not so
What
good
in
at
the
limbo,
world?
but I'll always give it a try. If you are funny, I have a brother-in-law who's very funny, Dwayne. And so funny is something I love in men. Dwayne always jokes that I'll never have long relationships, that I'm a short relationship gal. And
That's all right.
I'd like to prove him wrong.
Or you could
Have I
just
fallen
accept
in
it.
love
Life's
on
more fun that
first
way.
sight? Yes.
Just have a friend you can
I
count on.
didn't know he was married, but he didn't say anything and I didn't look, so that was how that ended.
Her
A
makeup's
perfect
cute.
first date for me would be maybe we go to the movies, maybe we
She
would
sounds
go
like she's
to your
12.
place or
Your
my
place
place.
or my place.
We would have fun.
Oh. Ooh. She said we would have fun. Was that the end of it? She was almost salivating when she said fun. Hoo-wee. Nako says my earrings are crazy or hers? Are mine just really sparkly? Why are my earrings crazy? What's wrong with my earrings? I have tattoos there though. That one's like gonna get redone, but this whole ear is like tattooed. It's got a good tattoo on there. Oh, because you said your earrings are crazy. I was like, what'd I do? She's definitely setting your car on fire. Yes. Very, very yes. It's kind of off the rocker vibes. I am scared to see what petty shit this is. We're ending with a banger.
This is called petty shit. This one is so long overdue, fuck it. This is petty shit, petty shit. You know, you got that one boy you thought was your king. You found out he was a
Hi,
snake,
Michael
hiding,
Dale.
slithering. Then you got that one girl who was your best bud, had eyes for the snake, and said it wasn't love. What am I supposed to think? I almost lost him within a wink. Like my idol says, the time is now. But the bitch in me will show you when and how.
Okay.
I don't kill with fists, I kill with words. That's a heavy diss. It's not petty shit. Now on my feet again, betrayal ain't a girl's best friend. How come no evidence was sent? But attitudes got all bent. Sheesh. Tell me who is in the wrong at the end of this song. I don't kill with fists, I kill with words. That's a heavy diss. It's not petty
I hope I don't
shit.
get cut out.
Hey, Snakey, I could find another one better than you. And bestie, I wish friendship was true.
She got
now
a
watch me fly
razor
my way
burn
to
on
the
her
moon.
chin.
I don't kill with
And really
fists,
thin
I
hair
kill
on the
with
top.
words. That's a heavy diss. It's not petty shit.
She probably mad that nobody wants to be friends with her.
Done.
Ooh, she is angry. Woo. It's not petty shit. Repeat. Oh my god. What in the hell? The big leagues. Oh, the fat jokes are coming out. Mm. Ew. Oh my god. I should not be laughing that hard at that. Yeah, that's how she feels right there. I wish I could see that. Yeah. I don't even get that one. That other one got me though. Oh my god. The beat was hard. Yeah. She was hard. She was like, yeah, this is it. I fucking hate you. I'm gonna, yeah, dark. All right, me too, girl. Just investigating now. He said you look like Look, go up. He said you look like Quishon Judkins. Oh man, these comments are savage. They can't see it. We might as well stop. All right. Well, I'm glad you guys hung out with me till 12:15 a.m. over here on the East Coast. If you had a good time, hope you did. I always do. Remember, if you want to see a better quality of this, go over to YouTube and Rumble. We're probably going to start learning how to use Rumble too, because they have a bunch of cool shit. And they've got this potato with a wig on over my shoulder still. I'm shaming hard, man. They be setting me up over here, production, because they know I'm just gonna, it's just an easy opportunity to throw some shade. All right. You guys have a good night. See you. Maybe I'll convince myself to. I don't know. I have a friend coming in. I may or may not be on the show. If I am on the show, I'll have a friend with me. But I love you guys. Good night. Bye.